Hello and welcome to a new vlog and trip report, and today we take a look at the tram of Plauen, a city in eastern Germany, in Saxonia, and today we're traveling with the line number 4, and here on the map you can see our route from the upper station to Reusa and back. And here we can take a look at the station Oberer Bahnhof or upper station Stadtpark that used to have a connection to the platforms as it seems, but this is closed now. And here we can see our train arriving. It's a new NGT 6DE Flexity Classic. And here we can take a look at the interior of the train, and I was immediately surprised by how clean this short tram actually was. That was quite surprising, and here we can hear the sound of the tram. So, as I said, I was very surprised by the cleanliness of the train. The tram driver even walked through his tram to check if everything was okay at the final stop of the tram. And here at the upper station of Plauen, which is mostly like the main station of Plauen, there are two stations that are just a few meters apart. And the second one, called Busbahnhof, is the more important one because it's closer to the entrance of the station. And now we are going all the way down to the central station, which is called Tunnel. And if you take a closer look at the buildings in the background, you can see how steep this tram track actually is. It's going down all the way between the station and the central station Tunnel. It's always going down, and it's going down quite steeply. The central station is just like in Chemnitz, a station where you can change within all the lines of the tram of Plauen, and it is called Tunnel, but it's not a station in a tunnel. The name comes from a former bridge that was so big, that was so wide, that the locals called it the tunnel. Nowadays the river that this bridge led over is actually in a tunnel under the city, but this tunnel has nothing to do with the name tunnel, so a bit confusing, but yeah, that's the story why the central station here of the tram is called Tunnel. The next station is called Neue Elsterbrücke or New Elster Bridge, and actually it's a station on a bridge over the river Weiße Elster. Behind that station we have a tram track to the left and to the right. We are going to the left. Next station is close to the train station Plauen Mitte. This train station is replacing the Unterer Bahnhof or lower station of Plauen. The station Unterer Bahnhof is not in use anymore and was replaced by the station Mitte. And behind that we are now going uphill, again quite steep. Here we have a turn of 180 degrees to gain some altitude, until we reach the next station at the hospital, and there we can listen again to the sound of the tram. And as you can see, it's still going on uphill quite steeply until we reach the final destination, Reusa. Here we are reaching that point And here I'm leaving the tram waiting for the next one, because there are two different types of trams in Plauen. One is this very modern NGT6DE tram of the Bombardier Flexity Classic family. There are 9 of this kind. And the other one is a classic Tatra KT4D. So a very old tram, and this will be the tram that I'm taking now on the leg back to the station, and here we can see it arriving. And of course we're gonna take a look at the interior of the Tatra. As you can see, it is the typical interior of the Tatra KT4D. And of course also here we can listen to the sound of the tram. These trams are more and more rare in Germany, as they have no low floor entrance, so they are not accessible, which is a problem nowadays, so they get replaced by more modern trains in most cities, so it's quite rare to still see one like that. In some cities they got an additional part in the middle with a low floor entrance, but that didn't happen here in Plauen yet, so I think that these trams either will get rebuilt with a low floor entrance in the middle or replaced rather soon, and that was a reason for me to come here to Plauen and take a look at those beautiful Tatra trams, as long as they are still in service. Now we're getting back to the center of the city. Here we have the station on the bridge over the river again, and here we can take a brief look at the city center of Plauen before reaching once again the central station called Tunnel, with connections to all other lines. The network of trams in Plauen is a bit difficult because there are some lines that are not operating all day long, but for example there's one line like the line 4 that we are on now that's just operating in the morning and in the evening hours, and a different line is operating in the time in between, but not in the morning and in the evening. So it's a bit difficult, you will need a bit of time to get along with this network, but it's a quite interesting network with a few lines, 6 lines in a total. And here we are back at the station, the upper station of Plauen, and to end this video we can take a look at the very short distance between those 2 stations here at the upper station of Plauen, and also listen to the tram one more time. And that's it for this video. I hope it was interesting for you. Here you can see the name of the song and when the next video will be uploaded. As always, I'd like to say thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider to comment, like, subscribe or share the video link, and I hope to see you in my next video.